Hello, gamers and fair play advocates. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's stirred quite a bit of controversy in our beloved gaming community: the use of macros in Stronghold Crusader, specifically for building shields at speeds that just don't seem humanly possible. Is it skill, or is it cheating? Let's find out together. In Stronghold Crusader, building shields quickly can give players a significant competitive edge. But how fast is too fast? I've crunched the numbers, analyzed human capabilities, and compared them to some of the claims out there, and the results? Quite revealing. The average human reaction time for a very simple task is around 248 milliseconds provided by science. One of the fastest human records for a simple task is around 100 milliseconds. With that being said, now we know what the average and the fastest human reactions are ever. Using this data analysis, I broke down the actions required to build a shield, from moving the cursor to the shield icon, clicking, dragging it to the desired location, and finally, releasing the mouse button. For each step, I estimated the time it takes based on average human reaction times and dexterity. The process for building a shield in Stronghold Crusader is divided mainly in 4 actions. The first action is to move the cursor to the shield tab, then click to select the shield, then drag the shield to a free spot on the ground and then release the mouse button. Based on the average human reaction time for a very simple task, which is around 250 milliseconds, here's what average human speed for building a single shield would be. Number 1. Moving the cursor to the shield tab would take approximately 300 milliseconds. Number 2. Click the shield to select it would take approximately 125 milliseconds. Number 3. Drag the shield to the location would take 250 milliseconds for an average human being. The distance required to drag the shield is minimum 144 pixels, which translates to approximately 0.0453 meters or 4.53 centimeters. Number 4. Release the mouse button would take 75 milliseconds. I put this number intentionally so nobody complains because, as we saw above, the fastest human click reaction is 100 milliseconds, and also considering the fact that you have to release only after 144 pixels, which is the shortest possible distance in game, the total time per shield would be 750 milliseconds. This means 1.33 shields per second, and to produce 100 shields at a rate of 1.33 shields per second, then it would take approximately 133 seconds to complete 100 shields. That's assuming optimal conditions, no fatigue, no mistakes, and perfect efficiency. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, how fast is actually fast? Based on some world records and some information about fast professional gamers, here are the statistics for a fast human. Number 1. Reaction time. The world record for the fastest reaction time to visual stimuli is about 120 milliseconds, though this can vary slightly depending on the source. For our purposes, we'll use this figure for the initial reaction to start the action. Number 2. Movement speed. The fastest movements in terms of hand-eye coordination and speed, such as professional gamers or athletes in sports requiring quick reflexes, suggest very rapid movements. We'll estimate cursor movement to the shield and clicking can be optimized to around 100 milliseconds with training and muscle memory. Number 3. Dragging speed. Given that dragging involves both precision and speed, and considering the need to accurately place the shield, we'll estimate this at 150 milliseconds for someone with exceptional skill and practice. Number 4. The mouse release. The release is instant with the completion of the drag, but allowing for human variability. We'll estimate this at the lower end of 50 milliseconds. With this information, we can say that total time per shield would be 420 milliseconds for a fast human. That translates to 2.38 shields per second, and it would take 42 seconds to build 100 shields with no fatigue, no mistakes, and perfect efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, in our ongoing exploration of performance in Stronghold Crusader, we have come across video evidence where players are purportedly building 100 shields at a staggering rate of 4.76 shields per second, completing this task in just 21 seconds. It is a spectacle to behold and, on the surface, seems to push the boundaries of what we might consider possible within the game. Upon analyzing the claim of building 100 shields in 21 seconds at a rate of 4.76 shields per second in Stronghold Crusader, it's clear that such performance exceeds human capabilities as defined by reaction times and manual dexterity. For a player who doesn't engage with the game regularly, acquiring the necessary muscle memory and hand-eye coordination to execute such a task with flawless precision is improbable. This level of efficiency, particularly for an infrequent player, suggests the use of macro scripts or other automation tools, as it is not aligned with the established limits of human performance within the context of gaming. Let's keep the playing field level and the competition fierce but fair. What are your thoughts on macros and cheating in gaming? Share your stories and opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on keeping our games clean and competitive. Thank you for watching, and keep gaming.